All right, here we go. Today we have legendary Brooklyn rapper Special Ed. And to explain how special this interview is, Ed is the first rapper I ever interviewed in my life. It was 2002, and I had just moved to New York to pursue my dreams of being a DJ. I was working on a hip-hop book at the time, and Ed invited me into his home to interview him about it. The book never came out, but that interview set me on a path that would forever change my life. So thank you, Ed, for giving someone who you've never heard of before a chance to sit down with you 21 years ago.
Amen. I appreciate that, man. And just we gotta pass on opportunities to others. We gotta grant others opportunities if we're able to. And a friend had called, someone that I respected and said that, I got a guy that wants to come to your house and interview you. And I never did cribs or none of those shows. I never let nobody in my house. It was real private and personal for me. But I said, you know what? As long as he just come and shoot right here against this wall, I ain't got no problem with it. And everything worked out, man. You came through, it was cool. Everything was respectful. And, it was a good experience for me. I never let nobody else back in my house. I tell you that. So that was one of a kind and on a one time. So yeah, this is a 360 right here coming back around.
Oh, yeah. It's a full circle, man. And now I actually have a real platform because that interview never came out because the book ended up getting canceled and so forth. It was called Chicken Soup for the Hip Hop Soul. It never came out. I even got dropped off that team and the whole thing got canceled afterwards. But now this is going to come out and now millions of people are going to watch it.
Amen. And congratulations, man, just on sticking it out and continuing with your passion and finding your passion because, obviously it was your first one, so you didn't know that was going to be your thing. But, here we are 20-something years later and you the man. So there you go.
Thank you, man. You've been the man the whole time. So
appreciate you.
All right. It's our first interview. I want to start in the very beginning. Born and raised in Brooklyn. Off of Flatbush.
Yes, sir.
21 Fairview Place.
Yes, sir. 21 Fairview Place. Yes, sir. That's where I grew up.
Okay, and you had Jamaican parents?
Yes, my family's all from Jamaica, even my 4 brothers. And I have one that's 1 year older, and he was also born in Jamaica. So really it was during the time of citizenship when you're born in the country. So that was kind of like our gateway, our pathway into, citizenship.
Okay, so your parents had your 4 brothers in Jamaica, then they moved over here, and then your mom got pregnant and had you.
Yeah, well, she was already pregnant.
Okay.
Keep it real. Keep it 1,000. This was our ticket to civilization coming from a third world country, as many immigrants seek. You know what I'm saying? So those were the laws back then, the immigration laws. She came here and had me, and that allowed us to be able to stay.
And then you guys settled, in Flatbush, which is a very Jamaican area.
Yeah, Flatbush. And I tell you, aside from just Jamaican, it was very culturally diverse because on my one block that I grew up on the corner, there was a white family that existed there from the previous eras. Then across the street, we had Black American family. Down the block, we had on the other corner, we had the African family. We had the Puerto Rican family that were business owners. We had a Haitian family that rented an apartment to a Dominican family across the street. They had a 2-family home. So we had a lot of different diverse cultures on every block, but my block was just one example, of how many diverse cultures there were.
Well, your 4 older brothers, you had mentioned at one point that they got into some trouble.
Yeah, we were a troublesome bunch, so to speak. We are good-hearted, but, unfortunately, we were in a community where police are very active and, the people are very active. So we get caught up in things just like everyone else. And the police are quick to, arrest you, harass you, abuse you, and all that stuff.